Our new WedgeForce clamps allow you to create cost-efficient fixtures while offering you powerful wedge force clamping. The double clamp enables you to clamp two parts with a single clamp, comparable to the Mitee-Bites Uniforce clamps, but allows you to eliminate chip buildup and easily remove the clamps for cleaning of the fixture or for swapping them. They are designed to fit directly in a pocket with little clearance to keep from having chips pack up between the fixture. They can be machined to match your part, contour, or could be used without machining as a mini vise. They are made from 1018 steel rather than aluminum for increased strength and longevity. Let's take a look at the installation process. You simply take the side wedges with a thick portion facing down, insert them into the pocket on the side that you want it to clamp, and then insert the center wedge, tighten it down with a 1/4-20 screw, and that's pretty much it. In this fixture, the cavity has already been machined. The wedge is simply pressing up against the part, no machining necessary. It's acting as a mini vise, clamping two parts on both sides each time it's tightened. In this illustration, I'm using just one part, but you'll normally have two parts, one on each side. Once tightened down, it would wedge out and force against it and hold the part down. With very little clearance, there's little chance of it getting chips that falls in and builds into it. Easily remove, easily install. Let's go over milling the pocket in the fixture itself. For this illustration, I'll show you that we have just simple cylindrical parts that are being held. And first, that needs to be done as a pocket needs to be made. So it's going to be a 1" by 1" pocket, 1/2 inch deep. And this side is going to be the side that makes contact with the part. So that one we want to have a little bit more clearance, only 5/1000 clearance on the exterior, 5/1000 on each side, so it doesn't move around too much, and 25/1000 about clearance in between the part and the pocket. So I'm going to give you an example of how to machine that. The first thing you need to do is loosen the center bolt. You need to just give it enough space on the sides to be able to fit some shim stock in there. Like I said, 25/1000 per side is good. You can have less or more depending on how much clearance you want. The less you have, the less chips will get in there. Since I don't have 25,000 shim stock, I'll be using some paper and just folding it over enough where it's going to be about 20,000, 25,000 thick, and I will use that for shim stock. Maybe about 25,000 thick, slide it in between the edges, and this is mostly just so you could tighten it down and machine the clamp itself in the fixture at the same time. So then you just take your Allen wrench, tighten it down where it's going to be almost flush, usually a little bit above. You want it to stick out just a little bit more because you'll have some gap in there. And then machine the pockets. Once it's machined, the clamp is machined, you can remove that shim stock and it's ready to go. From there, you could just put your parts in there, clamp it down, and you're ready to machine. They're nice and tight, should be flush, and you're good to go. The first time I install a wedge clamp in a new pocket, I will normally put some grease on it. Usually I'll use some high pressure grease, and I'll put some on the threads, some on the two wedges, usually just a little dab on there like that. I'll put it in there, a little dab on the other. That ensures that it's not going to seize up. Sometimes, just like gauge blocks, when they're finely ground, they will, if you tighten them together or you ream them together, they'll press all the air out there and they'll kind of come apart more difficultly. But if you have some grease on there, it kind of makes sure that it's not going to do that. And once it's in there, that's it. You can now install your part and just tighten it down and you're good to go. I hope you have enjoyed our video, and in our description below you'll find where you could purchase them.